Kind of.
No, I do not.
Yes.
No.
I have no idea.
No, I do not.
No, I'm not sure.
No.
No.
Recidivism is when a criminal relapses into his life of crime, therefore going to jail.
You can see that recidivism is a word that is not familiar to most people. Kentucky's definition of recidivism is the return to prison within 2 years of the initial incarceration. This return to prison is a growing issue in America today and continues to grow and will grow without solutions.
I think it affects it in a very negative way.
I actually don't know how it is.
It affects tax dollars.
We as taxpayers have to spend more money, or it costs more to keep them in jail.
Recidivism affects the community in many ways and in different aspects of our lives today. In one of the most apparent ways, people returning to prison for a second time is really a waste of money for the community and states supporting the prison. Prisons are able to do what they need to from the government using money from the taxpayers. A study recently done by the Kentucky Department of Corrections stated that there was $272.5 million spent in prison expenses.
Recidivism affects the community by making it more dangerous.
Outside of those expenses, there was also $39.2 million spent that was not granted within the budget, but still a cost nonetheless. After adding all of the outside expenses that come from other areas of prison costs, the total taxpayer cost is nearly $312 million. Logically, the more inmates there are, the more there is need for money. If people are going to prison and not actually getting reformed and learning from their original crime, what is the money really being used for? Money is not being properly managed, and it is something that has to be taken care of. The second major effect of recidivism on the community is safety. People are not going to feel safe when people are let out of prisons and committing the same crimes that they originally were in trouble for. This is a problem that we can solve and we must solve.
Not a lot.
Find programs that work. And better reform criminals.
No.
I think any kind of after school program for juveniles specifically, I think any kind of after school program that you could start that would keep them kind of off the streets.
Maybe those prisoners be monitored more by having someone watches out for them in the legal system. That way they're not getting as much trouble.